With the new Mike Myers series, The Pentaverate, hitting Netflix this week, I thought it was the perfect time to watch one of the best trilogies, Austin Powers.
Yeah, baby, yeah!
So let's rank the trilogy from worst to best. How's it going, movie watchers? Thank you guys for stopping by my channel. Today we're going to be talking about the 3 Austin Powers films. This is something I've honestly wanted to do for quite some time. I love the Austin Powers films. I think they do a great job of spoofing the spy genre while also offering some really great comedic moments from Mike Myers. Let me know in the comment section down below, what is your favorite Austin Powers film? Coming in last place, number 3, Austin Powers Goldmember. I watched Austin Powers Goldmember so much growing up. When I got a PS2 for Christmas, it was the first thing I popped into it besides playing any games. I've watched Goldmember so many times. It is not a bad film by any means. I absolutely love it. There are so many great cameos from Tom Cruise, Gwyneth Paltrow, Danny DeVito, Kevin Spacey, John Travolta, Quincy Jones, Britney Spears. They poke so much fun at pop culture, and quite often they do rely on those jokes.
Yeah, baby.
But having Michael Caine in here as Austin Powers' father does provide a lot more depth to this character, as there's often flashbacks to his past when he was a baby, when he was in school with Dr. Evil. Just adds a new layer to Austin Powers while not sacrificing the spoof moments to make this film work and be absolutely hilarious. But the whole recurring cast in here, from Mike Myers as Fat Bastard and Dr. Evil and Austin Powers and now Goldmember and Mini-Me returning, everybody is absolutely hilarious within this film. But having that complicated relationship between father and son is something new and fresh to this movie. Beyonce has a strong on-screen presence. Her relationship with Austin Powers isn't as great as, let's say, Felicity Shagwell, but I really like her in here. She's charming, she's funny, she feels very confident within this role, and she's a great addition to the cast. I've seen this film so many times. I remember having the DVD case that was blue and trying to quote the movie over and over again. Coming in second place is Austin Powers International Man of Mystery. The 1997 film by Jay Roach started this trilogy in one of the best ways possible. This film is absolutely hilarious. There's so many jokes that really start this franchise, and a lot of jokes that are reoccurring with the names of the villains in here, and they are meant to be kind of something else. The moments where they're behind screens and they're placing something just perfectly to where you think that it is something else. Those jokes that are set up in here are jokes that happen in the second and third film as well. Mike Myers goes all in with these performances with Dr. Evil and Austin Powers. There's so many memorable moments in here, and I really like Elizabeth Hurley in the film. She's not as out there as Austin Powers. She's more there to kind of reel him in. She's more calm and collected within the film, but she does have a strong relationship with Austin Powers within here. But everything is just timed so perfectly to where you understand the joke, you laugh constantly throughout, and it's so well written. Mike Myers is perfect as Austin Powers. I love him as Dr. Evil, his mannerisms, the things he does in the film, things he says, they are absolutely hilarious. I love the plot too. He's defrosted after 30 years and he has to do what he does best in 1997. That fish out of water sequences are a blast, as he's really still stuck in the 60s but has to adapt to the 90s. It's fun to see him adapt to all of that while trying to keep himself intact, but also times have changed. It's a great start to the trilogy and it's comedic gold. But coming in first place is Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me. What makes this film stand out from the previous 2 films is Heather Graham as Felicity Shagwell. Little thing about me is that my first dog I ever got, I named her Felicity, based on Felicity Shagwell from Austin Powers. She is just as fun as Mike Myers within this film, whereas Elizabeth Hurley was there to kind of reel him in. Beyonce had a great relationship, but the best one that stood out as like the Powers girl is Heather Graham. She is great in here. She likes to have a lot of fun. She is just as hilarious as Mike Myers. They have a solid relationship. They really explore that well within this film. but there's so many new introductions with Mini-Me and Fat Bastard as well, played by Mike Myers, but their introductions feel very iconic and characters that I totally forget that weren't even in the first film, because when you think of Austin Powers, you think of Mini-Me and Fat Bastard, and they're only in 2/3 of these films. So seeing them in here, they have a great introduction and they're funny as can be within here. But Dr. Evil successfully has stolen Austin Powers' mojo, so we see him trying to regain his mojo, and he's acting like a normal person, and seeing him just act a little differently is very odd. And you see the true nature of Mike Myers and him not wanting to take advantage of women, which was a nice little side to him within this film. There are so many jokes that feel very extended, like the zip it sequence, but those jokes that feel like they're going on just a little too long, like that joke and other jokes as well, really make those sequences work as you're truly just invested in that one scene. We explore a little more of the relationship between Dr. Evil and Scott Evil, and when they're on television, it's spoofing other things besides that spy genre. It's diving a little more into the pop culture, which Goldmember just fully went in with that. But the film is willing to give enough development to some of the minor characters to make them feel like an important part to the story. The Spy Who Shagged Me is the best one. I really hope that they at some point do a fourth film, maybe focus a little more on Scott Evil. I would love to see where he's like the villain of the movie and Dr. Evil and Austin Powers team up together to take down Scott Evil. That'd be something pretty funny. But there you guys have it, the 3 Austin Powers movies ranked in honor of the new Netflix series starring Mike Myers, which honestly I'm really excited for. I can't wait for Mike Myers to take on 5 new roles with the Pentaverate. It's going to be absolutely hilarious. So let me know in the comment section down below, what is your favorite Austin Powers films? There's not going to be many different rankings because there's only 3 films, but I'm very curious what your ranking is. Let me know in the comment section down below. My name is Just Watch Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.